Hi everyone, and welcome back to Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego. It is 7:30 on Sunday night, and I am back again with another show. I am so excited to get tonight's show started, so without further ado, let's go ahead and kick things off. So Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego is all about the collection of people we meet in life, how we engage with them, and how they may influence our lives. Now, every Sunday night, I provide you all with an example of a person that I've met from a very simple interaction and how they've changed my life. So today, my example is an incredible man named Shefik, and many of you know him if you follow me on social media. So about 2 years ago, I met Shefik at Atlantic City Fashion Week, and that was a really cool event. It was one of my first fashion events, and I met him. I believe he gave me his business card. He actually runs a syndicated radio show, and he was like, "Oh, Alyssa, I'd love to have you on the show." So me being the 7th grader that I was so excited to be on the radio show. So I interviewed with him, and we just had this really special connection, and we knew that we could do a lot of work together. So I told him about my annual event called Shop, Sell, Strut. If you follow me on social media, you also know about that. And Shefik was there for the very first Shop, Sell, Strut, came back for the second event, and we've just done a lot of things together, like the Lights Fest, and he's written so many press releases for me. I love to do some work with him, and I love to collaborate with him. So he's such an incredible friend of mine, and that's just a cool example how a really small interaction can totally change your path and really provide you and the person that you meet with a brighter future. So shout out to Shefik, love working with you, and I can't wait to see you very soon. So, as many of you know, if you are returning viewers and listeners on Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego, it is time for the Chit Chat box, because I want to provide you all with friendships like I have with Shefik and the collection of people that I have in my life. So here is my Chit Chat box. And the importance of it is because I'm a teenager, and here's my phone, and I'm always on it, as many teenagers and adults are. But the Chit Chat box is all about facilitating intellectual, inspiring, deep, comical, or funny conversations with the people you love or the friends that you haven't met yet. So every Sunday night, I pull a question from the box, and we talk about it, we chit-chat about it, and it's some inspiration for you to talk to it about your family members, or if you're in a really long line at the grocery store, to talk to that person, because you never know if that could be your Shefik or your Olga or your Myra. So those are just some people that are really important in my life, if you didn't know who I was talking about. Okay, so let's go ahead and answer the question of the week. Okay, the question that I have, I lost it. Okay, got it. What would you do if you got lost in a big city? That's a pretty interesting one. So if you're in the car on the way to football practice, or you're in line at the grocery store, or you're just at the dinner table for a family meal, go ahead and answer this question. You never know where it could lead you. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and answer it. I am always on the way to the city, especially New York, and I am honestly not the best with directions. I think I get lost like every single place I go. I'm really bad with directions. So I always just consult my Waze app. Waze, if you're listening to this, I would really appreciate it if you sponsored me, because I love you. My dad loves you. So Waze, please contact me. So I always go to my Waze app, or I just ask people. I used to be really nervous about asking people for help if I was lost, because I was like, they're going to think that she doesn't know where she's going, or that she's like a tourist or whatever. But I'll just ask somebody for help. That's what I would do if I was lost in a big city, and I actually have a lot of things coming up in New York, so I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so that's the Chit Chat question. What would you do if you got lost in a big city? Make sure you answer that with your friends or friends that you haven't met yet, and you never know if you're going to be friends with that person. All right, so if you want to call in and answer that question, the number is 609-807-2492, so make sure you call in. I would love to hear your answer. And if you would like to be a guest on this show, make sure you contact me on social media. Everything is Alyssa Lego. Okay, so now a part that I'm really excited for. I just turned 16 on August 31st. I was 16 years old. This was my first show as a 16-year-old, so pat myself on the back. So thank you all so much for the birthday wishes. I was overwhelmed on Facebook and Instagram with the emails, the notes, the texts, the comments. Thank you so much. And I actually had a new trend for my 16th birthday. For the longest time, I wanted to have a party, but I just decided to do a bunch of bucket list items with the people that I love. I did so many things. Make sure you check it out on social media because I posted all of it. I have 1,400 pictures with Troy Alexander. He's an amazing photographer. I think I'm getting all the pictures tomorrow, so I can't wait to share them all with you. And I still have a few things to go. Ice cream with my good friends Matt and Myra, and I have brunch with my grandma and Pop-Pop. So if you guys are watching this, just know that I love you, and I can't wait to spend some time with you and celebrate each other and my birthday, even though it's after my birthday. And it was just such a great time. I had an amazing time for my 16th birthday. I love my heirloom necklace. If you're looking for a special gift for your special girl, Curran Jewelers in Toms River, ask for the Alyssa Lego Diamonds by the Yard, and you can twin with me. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff coming up. I had so much fun at, this is kind of a look back. I'll get into the look ahead, but I forgot to mention Mona. I was at her boutique yesterday, Mona's Elegant Bridal Gowns and Tailors in Brick, New Jersey. I had an amazing time. You must stop in for any bridal or special occasion. I felt like a princess, and I was all dressed up as a bride, so check out my social media if you want to see some pictures from that. Her boutique is just overflowing with beautiful gowns, so make sure you check her out. Another thing that's coming up that I'm so excited to talk about is International Face Magazine. I am collaborating with them, and I am looking for some fabulous faces to grace the cover, centerfold, and full magazine spread. So if you're interested in that, it's kind of like every girl's dream. Send me your headshot and one word to describe yourself to be considered. So for those of you wondering what International Face Magazine is, if you don't already know because they are awesome, it is a community magazine with subscriptions by membership. There are year-long benefits, contests, and programs, and I will soon be announcing their Fresh Face contest, which is very exciting as well. I love the international appeal with topics and tips from Italy, Spain, Germany, and the Ukraine. It's so exciting, especially because I love to travel and I love learning about different cultures. So the magazine has special celebrity edition and cover tips and topics as gourmet foods, technology, science, what it means to be beautiful, nature, design, and all the things I love. So it's kind of like me wrapped up in a magazine, all the things that I really like about it. So that's just another thing. It's the magazine for today's woman, and I love the editorial in English and Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish. I'm in Spanish too, so I'm still learning, but one day I'll be able to read the whole thing in Spanish without using Google Translate. So check out internationalface.com and check out the partner section where you may register and see a sample of my magazine edition. And you know how I love the community service aspect of things, and International Face Magazine supports hungry children all over the world with a portion of membership proceeds, and that is just such a beautiful cause, and I would love for you all to get on board. So just go to Google and look up International Face Magazine, or if you want to get involved on having your own spread, make sure you send me your headshot and one word to describe yourself to be considered. International Face Magazine is awesome, and I actually have their website right here, so I will show it to you very quick. Okay. For all of the viewers, here's what it looks like. Here's my cover. It's right there. And it's really cool to see me with a bunch of famous people. Never thought that would happen. But you can check this out. You can go to my tab and you can register. I love their website. I think it's so colorful, and I just think it's beautiful. So make sure you check it out. Another thing that's coming up is Fashion and Art on September 4th at 7 o'clock p.m. with my good friend, Baroness Olga Popkovich. It's an amazing runway fashion production to support the cancer fighters. I'll be there, so make sure you get your tickets and come take a picture with me and say hi. Another thing I'm really excited for, I have so much going on. It's crazy, but Talisha White at New York Fashion Week on September 8th. She has 2 shows, Dressology at 11 a.m. and her second show is 8 p.m. at Park Central Hotel with the first Spanish model with Down syndrome, Marian Avila. I follow her on Instagram. She's amazing. Please check her out. And Betty Cantrell Maxwell, Miss America 2016. I love the Miss America organization. Even with all of the turmoil that's going on, I love all the former Miss Americas. Betty is one of my favorites, and I cannot wait to meet her and interview her because I am going to be the social media correspondent, so I'm going to have to get her on the show sometime. And speaking of Miss America, good luck to Jamie Gialloretto, Miss New Jersey. She's there right now going on rehearsals, having dinners with the girls, so good luck to you, Jamie. We know you're going to rock it. Okay, so that was a lot to talk about. I've had a lot going on, and I have a lot coming up. But now it is time to thank the people that have brought us where we are today. It's time to thank our sponsors. So we have Sandy Foley from Fashion Haunts Magazine. Sandy, if you're watching, you're awesome. And for all of you wondering, Fashion Haunts Magazine is a really amazing magazine. You can check them out on social media. Fashion Haunts Magazine, that's all you have to look up, really. And they have a lot of stuff coming up. They have their Halloween edition. So she has a little message for us. If you're a small business, reach out to Sandy Foley for her awesome edition. She circulates her magazine throughout New Jersey, online and digital. She was recently in Virginia for a photo shoot to support Roanoke Valley Horse Rescue. It's a wonderful mission, and I donated my $5 today to the Roanoke Valley Horse Rescue. And if everyone in our community did the same and donated $5, we could save a lot of beautiful horses. And I love horses. So that's important to Fashion Haunts, and it's important to me. So make sure you check her out, Sandy Foley and Fashion Haunts Magazine. You won't be disappointed. Now it's time for our Brand A shout out. So Brand A, for all of you who don't know, it is a girly, flirty, and fun meets classic, elegant, and timeless brand new fashion line with also ties to philanthropy. Every purchase you make, a portion of the proceeds are donated to the Morgan Marie Michael Foundation. So in true Brand A fashion, it is time for a style standout. So if you look at the mannequin right next to me, I'm actually twinning with the mannequin. And I think that's a good thing. So this is the Priscilla. It is one of the brand new pieces, and honestly, I think it is my favorite piece that Brand A has ever come out with. It's beautiful. It is a perfect piece to transition us from summer to fall. Don't know if that's sad or happy going from summer to fall, but we'll see. So I just love the dress. It is a sheer champagne and baby pink. It's a really gorgeous hue, like I said, to transition from summer to fall. And it's sheer, but it does come with an under layer, and that's nude, so you can just pop the dress right on over it, and it's amazing. I'm wearing it right now, and it's so comfortable. I love it. You can pair it with some platform sneakers if you're going for a casual look, but then to dress it up, you can't see my shoes, but I am wearing some really edgy studded heels. Check me out on social media if you want to see those, because I will be posting with them. So you can really go crazy with the shoes. You can make it super edgy, casual, or elegant with like a baby pink or a nude pump. So you can really make it your own, and that's what I love about the Priscilla. So make sure you go to brandaystyle.shop to check that out. And it's time for our weekly discount pull. So I have 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, and 50% off. In this box, we're going to pull it, and you're going to have the opportunity to have a nice little coupon to get your own Brand A outfit. Okay. So today we have 30% off. That is amazing because Brand A is priced right. So you can go ahead and get yourself 30% off a beautiful Brand A outfit like the Priscilla. So once again, make sure you go to brandaystyle.shop, and the discount code is CHITCHAT. All lowercase, one word, no spaces. That's 30% off. An amazing outfit, and make sure you tag me so I can see it. And it is time for what you have all been waiting for. I have a very special guest with me tonight. Her name is ISABELLA GALAN, and she is just incredible. She is involved in pageants. She loves makeup. She's a dancer, an honor student. She is involved with a lot for Click for Babies. We're going to learn about that. So let's bring her on out. I can't wait to talk to her. I can't wait to have you all learn what an amazing girl she is. So here she is, Bella GALAN. Hey.
I know you just turned 16, so I brought you this.
Oh.
My mom bakes cakes, so I really hope you like it.
Is it a Cakes by Maria?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. I wish you guys could see this. It's beautiful. It's my favorite colors, baby pink and ivory. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. This is such a great way to end my 16th birthday. And Cakes by Maria actually did my confirmation cake, which was about a year ago, and it was beautiful. It tasted so good. I know this is going to taste amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I want to eat it right now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So everybody check out Cakes by Maria. You can look her up on Facebook, right? Facebook? Okay. So Cakes by Maria. You can get a beautiful cake like this. Wow, what a way to end off my 16th birthday. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to put this. I don't want to block you. So put it right here. Got it. Thank you. Okay. So Bella, I haven't seen you in a while. So how have you been? What have you been up to?
I've been relaxing. I've been loving summer, especially since I finished all my schoolwork. So that's been a plus. Going to the beach, hanging out with my friends, and I actually just came back from Six Flags with a bunch of my dance friends.
Oh, wow. Do you like going roller coasters? Do you like roller coasters?
Some of them are a little too crazy for me, but I do like the more subtle ones.
What's your favorite one at Six Flags?
Probably Nitro.
I like Nitro too.
Giant drop, but no flips. That's what I like. Yeah.
I like the flips, but not the drops. So that's funny. Okay, so before we start talking about all of the amazing stuff that you do, I have to get one thing underway. So would you mind if I take a Polaroid picture of you?
No problem.
Okay. So for everybody watching, whenever we have a guest on Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego, I always take a picture of them and document it on the French board right there. And I'll have her sign and autograph it in a little bit. All right. Sometimes it takes a while. Okay, there we go. I'm not a very good photographer, but sometimes these all happen to come out good because I have some pretty good looking guests. Okay. We will let that develop, and we will get into talking all about you. So, I see all your pictures from what you're doing this summer, and obviously you're always doing some really cool stuff. It's nice that you're getting a chance to relax before school starts.
Yeah.
So what grade are you going
I'm going into 8th grade.
8th grade. That's a big year. Last one before high school?
Yeah, it's my last year at my school that I have been going to since I was in pre-K 3, which was 3 years old. So I've been there for like 10, 11 years. So it's really important to me that I finished and made it to 8th grade.
Well, you definitely made your mark on the school. I know that you're an honors student.
Yes.
And last year you were inducted into the National Junior Honor Society, right?
In 6th grade.
6th
so
grade,
that was
2 years ago.
2 years ago, yeah.
So what was that like? Why is it important to you, like, to succeed in school, and where did you get that inspiration and motivation from?
Well, my parents always told me that just try your best, and I just happened to love school at the same time, so whenever I went, I just always made sure I studied to get good grades on my tests, and I was always very strict with myself, and I had to make sure that I always got a good grade, and sometimes I would stress myself over it too much. But now I learned that you just gotta relax and do your best. And now NJHS, National Junior Honor Society, they deal a lot with community service, which is why I am so involved with it. And I get to do so many things with my school. For example, my principal actually came up to me personally and asked me if I wanted to tutor a girl in 3rd grade. So that was really important to me. And we got to clean up our playground. So it was really fun getting to help the school.
That's awesome. That's like your 2 favorite things.
Yeah.
School and community service. That's awesome. You're 13, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, half of the things that you've done at 13, you're what I want to be when I grow up, and I'm 3 years older than you. I'm serious. So, what's your favorite subject in school?
I love language arts because it's not literature, but it helps me write when I'm in literature, and I just find it so interesting. Plus, it's easy for me. It comes natural, so I kind of like that subject that I can just relax and just know I can do really well at.
I am the same way. I am such a language arts girl. Math is just not my thing. No. Too many numbers. No. Can't do math. Okay, so I know we're still on the subject of school, and you probably don't want to go back to school yet just because we want summer to last forever. But I did see that you were involved in a forensics program.
Yes.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So, especially because you're into language arts. So, can you tell me a little bit about that? What was that like? What was your piece like?
Well, forensics, a lot of people think is science, but it's It could be, but the one that I did, the club that is in my school, is Forensics Public Speaking. So we get to pick a piece, and we get to perform it in front of our entire school. And this year, I've done it since I was in 5th grade. And this year, well, last year when I was in 7th grade, actually, I did a piece that was about a flight attendant, and I was kind of mocking what they say, that no one ever pays attention to the alerts before you go on to the flight, kind of making it funny so people would get engaged, and it was a lot of fun, and a lot of people found it really funny.
Wow. Well, first of all, I did think that forensics was science, but now I'm learning that it's about public speaking, and you're such an eloquent speaker. So was it like a competition, or was it like a showcase?
We tried to do competitions with other schools, but no one really does it anymore, so we just got to showcase it in front of all our friends at school, and it was really fun, and it also helps with a lot of presentations you have to give in class. So when you practice every week, we go for an hour after school every week, so we get to practice performing in front of the club, and it really helps with public speaking, especially when you have to do social studies presentations in front of your entire class.
I remember the social studies presentations. So I'm learning something new all about that. So I guess for any middle schoolers that are watching, if people want to start their own forensics club, can they do that at their school?
Yeah, definitely. You just go. We went online, and you can find any piece depending on what your style is. For example, when I was in 5th grade, I did one called the Cupcake Queen, and it was pink and girly and fun, so it really, really resembled what I was all about at the time, and probably still is right now, because I'm so girly and pink.
Me too. I mean, you can literally see the show set up. Everything is pink. Okay, that's awesome. So Forensics Club, everybody make sure that you check that out. So let's talk about pageants for a little bit. So I know that you're involved in pageants. I know that you just competed at IJM Internationals.
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about what being involved in pageants is like for those who don't know, why you love it, and what's next for you?
Well, I started pageants when I was 8 years old, and I just loved the idea of them because I loved getting my hair and makeup done and walking around in pretty dresses. So I thought that was very fun, and the first one I did, I just went out like no experience at all, and I ended up getting 3rd runner-up, so I was really happy with myself. And then the next year I went and I won my first ever state title, and I was actually Sister Queens with Alyssa, which is how we met. And
that's another example of, sorry I interrupted you.
No, it's
fine. That's another example of how like a simple interaction can like, who knew that you'd be right here right now? Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
And
I get excited.
We went to nationals, and we just had a lot of fun, and I loved the organization. And then 2 years ago, I did IJM, and then I stuck with them for 2 years, and I placed top 15 twice.
Yes.
So that was very fun, and I just love it because you get to do community service, as I said before, with National Junior Honor Society, and just again, walking around. I love being on stage, and I've always been on stage ever since I was very little, so it just is home for me. So I love pageants because of that, and all the appearances you get to do with your crown and sash, and when little kids come up to you and say, "Oh, look at the princess," it's so heartwarming for me. So I really love pageants because of that, and you get to meet so many friends like Alyssa and I've met so many people from around the country and even around the world, so it's really, really amazing, and I would definitely recommend doing it, and especially if you're shy, it helps you break out of your shell.
Yeah, and I love following you on all your social media, and I love looking at your mom's posts especially, and whenever you compete, especially when you were at internationals, I love just refreshing. Then when you made top 15, I was so excited. But you were talking a little bit about how you love being on stage. And I know you're a dancer. We'll get to that in a little bit. But there's a runway portion of IJM, right? And I always love to see how you go all out for your runway. So you've done runway a few different times in different pageants. What was your favorite piece that you modeled in runway?
Well,
you've had a lot.
I've had a lot, but there was 3 that I absolutely loved, which were the main ones when I went to nationals and internationals. The first one was like this jumper thing, and I unwrapped it and there was
that
wings
was
flying
so cool.
out.
I saw that.
And everyone went crazy when I opened it. So that was really exciting for me, especially that was like the second time I've ever done fun fashion before. What else? Then 2 years ago, I did like a jacket, and when I unripped it, it turned into a dress, and that was super fun. But this year, we played really, really sweet and cute with a rose high-low, and I really loved that. But if I had to pick one, it would probably be the first one.
And I loved the first one. I was there. I was watching, and you're all
Sorry.
good. No, yeah, I know you're recovering from a cold. She's a trooper. I mean, like, I don't know if I'd be able to do it if I were a little sick. And I love watching you on stage, especially with the runway. It was, everybody needs to scroll back 2 years ago to watch the video from when you competed at USA National Miss. And you just have so much swag on stage. So,
Thank you.
Speaking of which, you are a dancer, and I know
Yes.
that you compete. So what's your favorite style of dance, and why do you love dance?
I love dance because I get to be myself and I let go on the stage. And I've been doing dance since I was 2.5 years old with my same dance studio, Dance World Academy, and I really love them, and I get to form such a great bond with my friends. But I absolutely love tap because I've been having tap solo ever since I was in the 3rd grade, and I've stuck with it. And many people have said, "Oh, why do you stick with it? You should try something else." And it just is right at home for me, and it, like, since I've been doing it since 3rd grade, it's kind of like I don't want to do anything else because it makes me feel so free. So I really love tap.
And I know exactly how you feel because I'm a tapper too. So, and I love watching you tap. I love watching you dance. I watch all your videos. But one thing that really stuck out to me was your tap routine with the stairs.
Yes.
So who got the idea for the stairs? I loved your costume. Can you tell me a little bit about that dance?
Okay. So my mom and I, we love watching So You Think You Can Dance.
Ooh, yeah.
And a few years ago, we saw that they were doing stairs and boxes. So we always get ideas from there. And so we got the stairs idea from there. And then one of the song we actually used was from So You Think You Can Dance as well. And when they did a tap dance there. So we put the two together and we just asked our dance studio if I could give it a try. And they said, sure, you can do whatever you want. So then we got the stairs. Then my dad painted them. He carried them to every single rehearsal. Thank you, Dad. And we just went from there, and it was super fun. And it was a little challenging at first, but it was worth it in the end. And I think it was my favorite solo.
Well, I keep saying that I love watching her dance, but that was probably, out of all the videos I've seen of you, that was probably my favorite too.
Thank you.
So speaking of being on stage, I do know that you're also involved in modeling. So what inspired you to start with that, and how'd you get involved in modeling?
Well, I did a show about 2 years ago. I've loved modeling, and the only time I really did it was with pageants. So I did a show about 2 years ago, and then Alyssa asked me to be a part of Shop Sell Strut, and that was super amazing, and I loved all the designers, and they were all super, super nice, and the outfits were so gorgeous, and I just treat it as if I was doing a pageant, just give it my all, because you never know who's watching.
Oh, that's right. And, okay, it's actually kind of perfect that you said that, because Brand A is actually looking for, well, we have our 3 senior models. Shout out to Haley, Rakia, and Mimi. You guys are awesome and very photogenic. So shout out to you guys if you're watching. But we're also looking for some junior models. Right now we have Giselle, so check her out. She's awesome as well. But we need one more. So would you want to be a part of Branded?
I would love to.
Yay! Okay, so I have a little gift for you to make it official. Here's a Brand A tank top.
Oh, thank you so much. I love Brand A, and I actually, when Alyssa told me that she named an outfit after me,
The Bella.
We went online right away and we bought it, and I actually wore it for my friend Six Piece, and I loved the dress, and it is so elegant, and ever since I wanted to buy so much more Brand A stuff.
Well, thank you very much for the promo.
Oh, no problem.
So I guess your first thing we're going to have, this is a surprise to everyone. We're doing a Brand A soiree that's by invitation that is coming up very soon. And we're just going to show a bunch of new pieces. So we're going to have you walk the runway, of course, with our other, I'm not good at counting. Okay, with our other 4 models, and I think that's going to be really fun. I can't like I said, you're amazing on the runway.
Oh, thank you.
So can't wait to see that. So welcome to the
Thank
Brand
you.
A family.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so what was your favorite piece that you ever modeled?
Probably when I did at your show, there was Elizabeth Delgado, and at the end she asked me...
I know what you're going to say.
She asked me to close her show, and it actually closed the entire show, and it was this gorgeous pink long evening gown, and I got to wear a crown, and I remember I had to quick change from something else, so we were backstage changing my shoes, fixing my hair, and trying to bobby pin a crown into my head, but it was so worth it at the end, and it was absolutely stunning, and I loved that outfit.
And I'm sure you're used to those quick changes.
Yeah.
From dance and from, yeah.
Yeah.
It seems stressful at first because, like, you get the show time and the review, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I have like 30 seconds to change into this whole outfit.
Yep.
But then you always have the moms helping you backstage, so it always works out.
And then you go into the back and you realize you have like 5 more minutes. So
yeah, right.
It's fine.
You're always rushing, and then you get ready, and then you're, oh, come on. Like, it's always hurry up and wait. Or no, rush. What's this thing? Hurry up and wait. Okay, I got it. Okay, so we're still, I guess, on the modeling side of things. So do you have any advice for aspiring models? Girls your age, girls older than you?
Just be yourself, and when you're yourself, your real personality will start to shine through. And if you're just having fun and doing what you love, and if you want to get more confident, it's a great way to just start small, and then you'll work it up from there.
Yes. So that's some great advice. I also want to talk about International Face for a little bit. For everybody that's been tuning in, International Face magazine, I am so excited to be collaborating with them. And I heard that you're going to have your own cover on International Face magazine. That's exciting. So how do you feel about that?
When I found out, I was so excited to know that my face might be international, and now it's official. So having my face international, going to Italy, Germany, and Spain is just so exciting for me, knowing that everyone's going to be looking at that picture. So that's really special for me. And it also is super special for me because I just went to Italy with my grandma. I was
hoping that you were going to talk about this. Can you just tell us all about it?
Yeah. So we went with my grandma for my 13th birthday. She surprised me and took me to Italy. And she's been telling me she's been wanting to take me to Italy since I was 2 years old. And we just never had the chance to go. And finally she was like, you know what? We're going. I don't care what you're doing. I'm taking you for 2 weeks. So we went to Florence, Venice, and Rome, and we spent 2 weeks there, and it was amazing. And the best part was probably all the sightseeing, but then all the pizza, pasta, and gelato, because that's what I ate every single day.
I actually did a feature in International Face, and I'm only a quarter Italian. You're a lot more Italian than I am, but I grew up with all of making the special food and the tiramisu and pizza.
The raviolis.
Raviolis, yeah. You know what's up. You know what it's like, those Sunday pasta dinners. But I actually talked about, that's so funny that you said that, because I actually talked about that in my spread, and they put a little picture of tiramisu for me, and they said like Alyssa's tiramisu or something. It was really, really cute. And I saw that you went to a lot of shows. Yes. Where you went to the opera, right?
Yes, in Venice.
What was that like?
We went to this little like house type apartment sort of thing, and we walk up the stairs, and there's a bunch of seats, and there's 3 rooms, and each act was in a different room. So you got to sit, and they would come up to you, and they would give you like some water, or for the adults they would give you Prosecco. And my grandma and my dad actually got to be part of the show a little bit, so that was super fun. And then each room would be a new setup, and since you get to move around, the show was a little bit shorter, but for me it was actually more enjoyable because since I was right there, it kind of, you could feel the impact of the emotions more than from sitting in a balcony. So it was really, really nice, and it was probably my favorite part of the whole entire trip.
That's awesome. And hearing about the shows and seeing the pictures, I didn't know that it was that personal. But that's awesome that like you got to be that up close to all of the performers. So did you go to one show or did you go to multiple? I think I saw a few pictures, but I
went to one show. That was the one show I went to. But we also got to tour another old opera house, and it was so gorgeous. Okay. And even though we didn't get to see a show there, it was so nice. And my grandma said if we get to go to Italy again, she's definitely going to take me to watch a show there.
Did you ride the gondolas?
Yes. And that was the last thing we did in Venice. My dad and we took a gondola ride through Venice, and it was so pretty. And we took a lot of pictures.
And I saw all the pictures. I love the picture of you in the red dress with the umbrella.
Oh, thank you.
You have to, print that out and put that, somewhere big on your house because it's adorable. But it was rainy, but the picture still worked out.
Yeah.
So that was so cool learning about your Italy trip, and I love hearing about the Italian culture, especially how you're so tied to it, and all the stuff you do with your family. It's really cool. So I think you and International Face Magazine was like a match made in heaven. So let's talk about community service for a little bit. I know that you're very involved with Click for Babies.
Yes.
So I'm familiar with that, but I'm sure a lot of people that are listening and viewing right now aren't. So can you tell me a little bit what that's about and how you got involved?
Of course. So in pageants, you usually have a platform. So I chose Click for Babies as my platform, and it is an organization that is trying to bring awareness about the harmful effects of shaken baby syndrome. And shaken baby syndrome is when a parent gets so frustrated that their baby cries so much and they don't really know why, that they start to shake them, and since their neck isn't fully developed or their skull is still soft, it hits against the skull hits against the head and the brain, and it starts shaking, and it can lead to disabilities in the future. We knit purple caps, or you can crochet them, and we give them to the hospitals, and they distribute them to all the nurses in New Jersey, and then from there the nurses distribute them to the parents and tell them about the harmful effects of shaken baby syndrome. So last year we had our first knit-a-thon, and this year we're having our second, which is super exciting, and it is on September 15th in my school, Immaculate Heart of Mary in Wayne, New Jersey, in the meeting room, so that is really exciting. And last year they actually made a video on what I did. They took a video of the knit-a-thon, and it was in the paper, and it was really exciting for me, and we actually helped Prevent Child Abuse New Jersey reach their goal of, I believe it was 1,000, or I'm not exactly sure of the number, but in the video they said that this was the first time they ever reached their goal, and that was so exciting for me.
Oh my goodness. That's really incredible, because it's really amazing how you turn such a heartbreaking event that unfortunately happens. Oh, is that a caller?
Yes, hello?
Hi, caller. You're on air on Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego.
Yes, I'm calling in to speak to Isabella.
Of course.
Hello. I think I know who this
Hi.
is.
Hi, Bella.
Hi.
It's your Nana.
Hi.
I love listening to you speak. You speak so beautifully on air and off.
Thank you so much.
And I was listening to you talk about our trip to Italy, and reliving all those experiences with you was wonderful. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you for all that you do in school, your community service. You're just a doll.
Well, thank you so much.
I want the whole world to know how absolutely loving you are and what a hard worker you are. You're tireless. You're just an amazing child.
Thank you so much.
And if the future of America rests with someone like you, it's going to be okay. This world will be okay. And I'm so proud of you. And I love you.
I love you too. Thank you so much. And I just want to say thank you
baby.
for helping me.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, I just want to say really
quick.
quick.
The rest of your radio.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
I love you.
I love
Bye-bye.
you too. Okay. Okay. So, another caller?
Oh, we have another caller.
Okay.
Very popular guest. Hi, caller. You're on air on Chit Chat. Oh. Oh, okay. All right. Well, for anybody that's watching or listening right now and wants to ask us some questions or let us know you're here, we'd love to hear from you. The number is 609-807-2492. So make sure you call in. Like I said, we'd love to hear from you. And that call was so sweet. So shout out to my grandma, who I'm sure is watching right now. I love you. And yeah, love grandmas, especially Italian ones. So we were just... I got sidetracked. Okay, we were talking about Click for Babies and your knit-a-thon.
Yes.
So is there anything else that you want to say about that and how people can get involved?
Well, if you don't know how to knit, you can also help by donating either some money so we can buy some yarn, or by donating the yarn itself, or if you know anybody.
I hate to interrupt you, but we have
okay.
another caller.
No problem.
Hi, caller. You're on air on Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted to speak to Bella.
Go right ahead.
Hi.
Hi, Bella. It's Larnie and Ivy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm listening to you, and you are unbelievable, girl.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, I just wanted to say, so everybody knows, Ivy and I are one of your biggest supporters. We've always been, and you know that. And we just wanted to tell you that how proud we are of all your accomplishments, especially at such a young age, and how proud we are to. I'm proud of the fact that I was able to watch you from a baby to what you're blossomed into, to this amazing woman that you've become, and all the things that you've done in a short time in your life. And you're definitely a force to admire for all women of all ages. And I love listening to you talk and what you talk about and what you do. So I just want to let you guys know that.
Thank you so much. That really meant a lot to me. And I'm so glad to be able to know you, and tell Ivy, if Ivy's there, that I say hi. And that...
Yeah, Ivy's actually in the shower.
Okay, tell her that I said hi, and that I'm super happy that she's listening. And love you guys.
And then we're going to be at your the knit-a-thon. So
yes.
We're looking forward to seeing you there.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, well, we have a very popular guest. I see why. Okay, so about your knit-a-thon and your yarn donations, I have a little gift. Okay, so your knit-a-thon... Oh, wow, this was not a good idea. I really can't give this to you. Okay, got it. So here are some...
Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh, these are perfect.
No problem.
Oh
Hopefully you'll be able to knit a lot of caps with that.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to definitely have that at the knit-a-thon.
Yay.
So if I can't use all of those, some people will definitely be able to.
So how can people get the purple yarn donations to you?
You can either contact me on social media or my mom, and then we can give you information from there, and then you can not email them. You can deliver them to my house, or if you're in the area and you come to the knit-a-thon, you can actually just drop them off there. So that's really exciting. So
what's your social media so people can contact you?
Well, I have a few, but the main one that I use is I use Instagram at isabella.galan or Isabella Marie Galan. Those are the two that I can use.
Oh, we have another
caller. Okay.
Hi, caller. You're on air on Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego.
Hi, Alyssa. Hi, Isabella. This is Troy Alexander. How are you?
Hi, Troy.
Hi.
How are you? I just wanted to say, Isabella, you are, again, I know you've already heard it, but you are truly amazing and truly an inspiration, and you're just amazing. And I just wanted to ask you two questions.
Okay.
One question was in regards to your amazing personality. Did you always have an outgoing personality as a little girl? I mean, you're only, 13, but but was it always there, or did something inspire you or encourage you to, just go forth and just do amazing things? And my second question is regarding the modeling. And again, congratulations on the cover and all of your wonderful work with Brand A.
Thank you.
But with the modeling, did you go to school for that or take a class for that, or did it just come natural, or how did that all evolve?
Okay, so the first question, I believe that with my close families that I was super outgoing. I would always put on shows in the basement for my family, and I would just walk around in costumes and model for people in my hallway. But with other people, when it came to meeting new friends, I did believe for myself. I was a little bit shy. And then once I got to know them and I forced myself to go talk to them, then I would be super outgoing. But now I feel that I've been a lot more social, especially with pageants. It has helped so much. And I have so many new friends. So I think with that experience, it helps me be more social in the real world, which is super important because that can land you so many new friendships and even future jobs. And the second question, I have never taken any classes. The first one I did was really the pageants that I really started, and then I just started coaching from there for pageants. But other than that, it's all been natural, and I've just been going up there doing my thing, and I've just been having so much fun doing it. So thank you for all the questions.
Absolutely. Again, I applaud you and your parents and just everything about you. You're just awesome and amazing. Continue to keep rising awesomely and amazingly, and we definitely have to set up a photo shoot. So
yes,
one day,
definitely.
Can't wait to see those
Very
pictures.
Good.
Those are going to be awesome. For everybody watching and listening, the caller is Troy Alexander. You can check him out on Instagram at Pick by Design, and he actually has his own show right here on Hamilton Radio. It's Hour of Inspiration with Troy Alexander on Monday nights. So make sure you check him out. He's awesome and amazing. So check out his show and check him out on social media. You won't be disappointed.
Thank you, Alyssa, always, and you're just
No
fabulous
problem.
always. You're just,
Thank you.
So have a great show. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi.
Bye-bye.
I always love hearing from him. Okay, so we were talking about your knit-a-thon.
Yes.
And now I have, I guess, some fun stuff. Something
Okay.
that I think you'll be pretty excited about that I'm going to ask you because I know you love it. So I follow your Instagram, your Isabella Marie Galan
Yes.
Instagram. And I see that you're really into makeup.
Yes, I love makeup.
So what do you love about it, and what's your favorite brand or product?
Well, ever since I was little, I was always competing for dance, and my mom always did my makeup, and ever since I was little, I was like, I want to do my own. I don't want you to do it for me anymore because I've always been super independent. And my mom started teaching me the basic techniques, and I would use her old makeup. And then I've been starting watching a lot of hours of YouTube tutorials, especially from James Charles. I love you, by the way. Anyway.
Sponsor us.
So I loved watching his videos, and even if I never practiced the looks, I would just see his hand movements, and I wouldn't really try them out for myself, but I just loved watching them. And from there, I started asking my mom if I could get my own makeup from Ulta, and now my favorite brand is Morphe, and they just opened their first store on the East Coast, and I was actually there.
Were you there
at
right
the
in
grand
the morning?
opening? Yes, I got there at 5:30 and got in line, and then Jeffree Star, another YouTuber that I love watching, he was there, and I got to meet him, so that was super fun. And I got so many palettes, and actually my pop socket on my phone is actually says Morphe on it. So
my goodness.
I love makeup so much. And one of my favorite palettes from Morphe is the Jaclyn Hill palette, and ever since I saw it on YouTube, I wanted it. And knowing that I was able to be at the store, I asked my mom, and I said, I don't care if that's the only thing that I can get, that's what I'm getting. So I ended up getting it, and I was super happy, and I love the shades in it. So it really just started from dance competitions, then practicing by myself, and watching a lot of YouTube videos.
So I was, that's awesome. But I was going through your Instagram, and it said future makeup artist. Is that what you want to be when you grow up?
I'm not sure, but whatever I do, I'm definitely going to keep makeup in my life, and who knows, maybe that's what my life is going to lead me to.
And you're so talented. I mean, with dance and speaking and everything that you do, but especially your makeup. I mean, when I was 13, that was 3 years ago now. I told you guys I'm bad with numbers. I was so bad at makeup. Ask my mom. I would put bronzer on my nose, like Rudolph. I looked like a bronzed nose reindeer. It was bad. But I wish I had your makeup skills at the age of 13, especially now, because Lord knows I need them. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be having to look you up for some tips. So I do have another little question for you. It's kind of what Troy asked. But you're so confident at such a young age. And what advice do you have for people your age to like kind of get out of their shell and go on the track that you're on?
Well, as I said before, with pageants, you just need to be yourself. And ever since I started, the message I always wanted to try to give out was be yourself and don't worry about what anybody else thinks of you. And if you're happy with what you're doing, then just put it all out there, and it'll be worth it in the end. So if you're being yourself, everything's going to work out in the long run.
That's really great advice. So for all of the 13-year-olds listening to this, people older, people younger, remember what Bella said, and you'll be set to go. Okay, so we are going to take a little break from our discussion. So for everybody watching, this is Chit Chat with Alyssa Lego, Channel 2 on Hamilton Radio. So let's keep going. One of the things that we have every Sunday night is our random box of Chit Chat. So I'm not going to lie, I picked out the item that we're going to talk about today in advance because I just thought it was perfect. So it's a little baby tap shoe. Like I said earlier, I am a tapper just like Bella. And this is my little tap shoe from when I was 2 or 3 years old. Do you have your old tap shoes? Do you save them?
Yes, I have my first pair of when I really started getting into tap. I got these really nice big tap shoes, and I kept my first pair because I never wanted to get rid of them. And a few days ago or a few weeks ago when we were looking through all our old stuff, we were able to find a bunch of my old ballet shoes and old tap shoes. So I love looking at those and reliving in all the moments when I was little and could barely do a flat ball change.
Yeah, right? It's like I can't believe my shoe was not my shoe. I can't believe my foot was this small.
I know.
At one point, like that's so tiny. And now I wear Tommy taps. So shout out to Tommy Redder, who got me from barely doing flat ball changes to all of the, I guess advanced moves that I do now. But for all of the dancers out there, make sure you save your little baby ballet shoes or tap shoes because when you're older, you're definitely going to appreciate them.
Yes, definitely.
So that's that, and I think it's perfect because we're both dancers. Okay, so now something that's pretty exciting. I have a little lightning round. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. They're like this or that questions, and just tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, what you prefer. Okay. And this is another really fun thing to do with your family or friends. Yes. It's a lot of fun to do in the car. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the first one, chocolate or rainbow sprinkles?
Chocolate, definitely.
Yeah, I like chocolate too. All right, I know the answer to this one, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate. I love chocolate, and when I went to Hershey Park the other day, I got so much chocolate from Chocolate World. It is not even funny.
The air smells like Hershey's chocolate there. I've been there before, and it was like who says that Disney World is the happiest place on earth? No, it's Hershey Park.
Hershey Park.
Yeah, I like Disney World too.
No hate to Disney World. I love Disney World.
Yeah, we love Disney World, but if you can make Disney World air smell like chocolate, then they'll be my favorite place. Okay, sunrise or sunset?
Ooh, I like the sunset, especially the pink and the orange when they mix together over
pink
the beach.
Pink and orange.
Over the beach. Love that.
Yeah, it's nice to look at, and it's really beautiful. And nice to take pictures for the gram.
Yep.
Mascara or lipstick?
Mascara, definitely.
And you have such nice long lashes.
Oh,
so
thank you so much.
It works for you.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, you're sitting there with your mouth open in the mirror trying to get your lashes to look nice. Even though yours already look nice naturally.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, this might be a hard one. James Charles or Jeffree Star?
James Charles. Sorry.
He's awesome, though.
He really is. I just started watching James first, so I think I already have that connection. And I just love his videos so much. I could sit there for hours watching videos that I watched 20 times. But
he talks so fast, doesn't he?
I don't mind, though.
I know, I don't mind, but it's just I just try to comprehend every word that he's saying, but he's just going so fast. I have to sometimes pause it and be like, oh, what did he just say? But he's awesome. So shout out to you, James Charles. You can sponsor us too. All right. Movie or TV?
Movie.
Me too.
Because I love watching Netflix. And we always have family movie nights at our house. So we always watch movies. And now that I've been watching a lot of YouTube, especially makeup videos, I haven't really watched TV in a long time. So I really do like movies, though.
What's your favorite movie?
Well, right now on Netflix, To All the Boys I've Loved
I knew
Before.
you were going to say that.
I love that movie. I watched it like 5 times in the past 3 days.
I watched it twice. It's pretty good.
It's so good.
It's a good movie. And I'm not huge into like current movies. I really like older movies, but that, I mean, obviously it just came out and everyone's obsessed with it, but I really liked it. So
I loved it.
It was awesome. I liked it. I'm probably going to go watch it again after this. You gave me some inspiration. Okay, beach or pool?
Beach, definitely.
Me too. You can't be from New Jersey and prefer
Yeah.
the pool. Sorry if you do.
I do love the pool, though.
Yeah.
But beach, I definitely love the sand. So
Me too. Hair up or hair down?
that's difficult.
That's
because
hard.
I love when my hair is down, either straight or curly, but I'm always at dance, and since my hair is so long and thick, I get so hot with it down, so I always have to put it up. But if it was what I like better, style-wise, probably down.
Well, we can make a compromise and say half up, half down.
Yes.
That's
I
like
do that all the time.
Yeah, that's like a happy medium. Text or call?
Text, definitely. My mom, she always says, just call me, it's easier. But I think now that we're the generation that you're always on technology, which sometimes a good thing, sometimes a bad thing, but you already go in knowing how to text on your phone so fast. So I love texting. I don't know.
Yeah. It's quick, it's instant, but the one thing that's bad with texting is you never know if your message is coming across the right way.
Yeah.
Because, like, you can either be, really sarcastic
yep.
or you can be really not sarcastic, but the person thinks you're sarcastic.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's 50-50 for me. I don't know if I could pick. Summer or winter?
Ooh, that's difficult. Probably summer, because I like the heat. But I do like the winter, because I like cuddling up in my fleece blankets.
We can make a compromise again and say fall and spring.
Yep.
Half up, half down, fall and spring. Early morning or late night?
Well, I do wake up pretty early for school. I get up at 6 in the morning.
Ooh.
So, I don't know. But I do love watching movies on Netflix really late at night while eating ice cream. That's super fun.
I mean, come on, everybody does that. And if you don't, like, come
How?
on.
Yeah.
Okay, this one's going to be really hard for you. Netflix or YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah. I don't think I could pick either. I don't know.
No, I think I would choose YouTube, because then you can watch so many different styles. You can watch, well, you can on Netflix too, but
You can watch your Netflix on YouTube. What
Yeah,
you watch on
probably.
Netflix is on YouTube.
yeah,
So
definitely.
they need to like come up with a hybrid.
yeah.
Like both. I don't know. We'll make it, and then we will like make so much money.
Yes,
So yeah.
definitely.
Swim or sunbathe?
Swim.
Oh yeah, me too. Well, I'm like ghostly white, so don't really sunbathe.
I burn.
Yeah, me too. Bath or shower?
Well, if I'm in the spa mood, I'll take a bath. But if I'm just like, I just want to get clean and get it over with, I'll choose a shower. But I do love putting in the bath bombs from Lush with the sea salt while playing my music with the candles.
Yeah.
So if
And
I was
like exfoliating your legs. Yeah.
feeling myself, bath.
Yeah.
But if I just wanted to get it over with because I'm tired, shower.
Yeah. I'm with you there. Okay, online shopping or in-store shopping?
In store, definitely.
Ooh. God bless you.
I'm so tiny, so I always have to try things on, because I'll order things online and then it won't fit. So I always have to try things on, and I learned that the hard way a lot of times.
I don't know. I can't shop for my life. I'm so bad at shopping. I get so impatient. So I'd have to say online, but maybe we should go shopping sometime. I think we'd have fun.
Definitely.
I think you would keep me from like wanting to leave. And I think you'd give me like some inspiration and some style tips, because you of course have great style. Okay, so we're about to wrap up, and I have our last thing that we're going to do, and it's the bucket of dreams. So I know that you are on, well, your future is definitely very bright. So here I'm going to give you a little piece of paper, and you can write down like your dreams, your goals. I'll give you a pen. Just give you a piece of paper without the pen. That's a great idea. You can write down your dreams, goals, aspirations. It can be for long term or like for the next week. And for everybody watching and listening, we are going to be having a special where everybody on the show comes back, and we're going to open up these papers and see where we are, if our dreams and goals still stayed the same, and I think it's going to be really special. So we're excited to make it official with Bella. Okay, so I'm very excited for the reunion show. That's not coming up for a while, but I like to plan things ahead. So that'll be... I'm like, these are getting so full right now. It's like the whole bucket is full, so we might have to get another one. And I like really want to open them up and read everybody's, but I feel like that's definitely an invasion of privacy, so I'm not going to do that. My mom will stop me. So let's check what time it is. It is 8:32. So that is it for our Sunday night show. Thank you everybody for watching and listening. I do want to leave you all with an inspirational quote, as we do every Sunday night, and this is one that my dad gave me. So shout out to you, Dad. It is, if you're more fortunate than others, make sure that your table is longer instead of your wall being higher. So remember that as you go throughout your week. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Bella, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
I had so much fun talking to you. And everybody remember, for Sandy Foley and Fashion Haunts Magazine, please donate $5 for the horses. Make sure you check her out on social media, Fashion Haunts Magazine, to donate your $5. I did, and I know we're going to save a lot of beautiful horses if all of you do it. See you guys next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.